story is about a father coming to the rescue of his son. But this is no ordinary father-son duo. We are talking about US President Joe Biden pardoning his son Hunter Biden for any federal crimes he committed or may have committed between 1st January 2014 and 1st December 2024. The move has led to a series of questions, big ones. More so because it came after he previously promised to not use the extraordinary powers of the presidency for the benefit of his family. In his official statement on the 1st of December, Joe Biden said, and I'm quoting, "Today I signed a pardon for my son Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision-making, and I kept my word even as I watched my son being selectively and unfairly prosecuted," quote unquote. Well, promises might be meant to be broken, but when these kind of promises are broken, one cannot just pick up the pieces and act like nothing happened. Such actions have serious consequences. But let's just zoom out a bit and look at the history of pardons in the United States. There are several stories that stand out. Just to give you a sense, there are the top 5 presidential pardons in the US that we are focusing on. Franklin D. Roosevelt with 2,819 pardons. Harry S. Truman, 1913 pardons, 1,913. Eisenhower with 1,100 pardons. Woodrow Wilson, 1,087 pardons. And Lyndon B. Johnson with 960 pardons. In recent times, presidents like Andrew Johnson, Gerald Ford, Bill Clinton, Donald Trump have stirred a lot of controversy by granting sweeping pardons or pardoning those close to them. In fact, according to reports, on his last day in office in 2001, Bill Clinton, the 42nd president of the United States, pardoned 140 people in the final hours of his presidency, which is a record number for any president to dole out in a single day and in a few hours. And of these, one of the most controversial pardons was the one granted to Mark Rich, a billionaire fugitive convicted of financial crimes. Reports say Rich had fled to Europe 18 years ago to avoid 51 charges of tax evasion, racketeering, and illegal trading with Iran during the hostage crisis. Not just that, Rich's ex-wife had also reportedly been a major donor for Democrats and the Clinton campaign. Bill Clinton also reportedly used his power to pardon his half-brother, Roger Clinton Jr. What for? Roger Clinton Jr. pleaded guilty to conspiracy to distribute cocaine after trying to sell it to an undercover police officer in the 80s. Even though he spent a year in prison, Clinton's pardon cleared Roger Clinton Jr.'s criminal record. But when it comes to Joe Biden's pardon, it has stirred a massive controversy since we are talking about his son here. What's more, during final weeks in office, the sitting US president is eligible to grant more pardons for federal crimes and issue clemency to those he believes deserve it. So there could be more pardons on the horizon. But with power comes responsibility. And the latest events have put the spotlight back on this particular power that the US Constitution gives the president to grant official clemency. But what exactly is a presidential pardon? And how does it work? Well, it's a power explicitly outlined in the US Constitution. According to Section 2 of Article 2, the president has the power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. What's more, the president's power only applies to federal crimes and not the state ones. It also does not apply to cases of impeachment. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.